will help for you ladies. This is an article read out of Cosmopolitan magazine. It talks about the fact that, when you're dating, when you're a single girl, you kind of go through your string of losers. Get your heart broken. You have to deal with a few guys who maybe mislead you. You think he's the one, and then he turns out not to be the one. Maybe you think he's, being faithful. He's not being faithful.
He's a jerk.
Now, Cosmo says there are ways to weed out the hopeless losers before you waste too much of your precious time. This article says you just need to put your potential partner through a few simple tests that will slyly force him to reveal any unacceptable attributes. Now, I'm going to read this, but I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Because and here's why. I think it's deceitful. And I don't think you can base a relationship on deceit. I think there are tests as you go through building a relationship, but I don't think you put people through tests. And you'll see when you hear some of these specifics. To me, I think it's a little, it's shady.
A little phooey.
Yeah, it's underhanded.
Okay.
It's entrapment. It's entrapment.
All right.
What? Look, these situations are going to come up naturally. Why? And I don't know. Let me go through them here, and I'll give you an idea. And ladies, if you disagree, because I know it's hard. I understand it's. I think it is harder for women to find a good partner than it is for a guy, because men are, for the most part, more deceitful.
Oh, God, yes.
We are better at covering it up in terms of volumes. So here's the first one, but I just don't think you should do this. The first test is to figure out if he's the jealous type. Now, most women don't want a jealous guy. The one that makes you call home every 30 minutes. The one who makes you wear a beeper.
Oh, my God. The one who has to be everywhere where you are and know who you're talking to and talk to those people and make sure they find out everything about those people.
Bingo.
Yep.
Or the one who, if you're shopping together at a department store and you ask the male sales clerk a question, what are you talking to him for? What's going on? You like him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no woman wants that. Cosmo says to find out if his possessiveness crosses over into that psycho territory, you should set up a jealousy-provoking scenario and see how he reacts. Their example is this. Go to a club together. You, as the woman, hit the dance floor without him. And be sure to expand your orbit of dancing so that it appears as if you're dancing with some other guys. A reasonably jealous type, which is the good kind, because you want him to be a little jealous. A reasonably jealous type, says Cosmo, will shoot the other guy's dirty looks, but won't shoot his mouth off or won't go and push him away. Won't say anything bad to you.
Okay. What about guys like us who are going to go dance with other chicks?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with this. I mean, look, I'm a faithful guy. I'm not a jealous guy. I think I'm a decent catch. Unless you are completely appalled by the fact that I look like Niles from Frasier. That's another issue. But see, if you did this to me, I would walk out. I would walk out if it was a girl I was just dating. If it was somebody I was in a committed relationship with, I'd go out there, grab her, take her outside, and go, "What the hell are you doing?" See, to me, that is so deceitful, and it sets you up for a negative response. I think you're setting yourself up for failure there.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I agree with you guys. This is just spiteful. This is just wrong. Why would you do that to somebody, especially if you're planning on having a relationship, maybe blossoming with him? The first thing you're going to do is try to make him jealous?
See, I wouldn't leave. I mean, I understand. I would find the hottest chick there and start freaking on her.
And then you get into this one-upsmanship game. Pretty soon, your girl's putting her tongue in his mouth. You're having sex with this girl on the dance floor. And
sure, I'll be arrested and everything, but hey, that's okay.
And she's allowed to keep dancing with guys she doesn't know. If you disagree, please let us know. 888-390-9850 is the number. All right, here's your next test. You want to figure out if the guy is a cheapskate. Now, that's no good. You don't want to be with a guy who has money but isn't willing to spend it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you're never going to have any fun. Eventually, you're going to be like, "Honey, I'm going to go do this." "No, I can't afford it. I can't do that. I'm saving up for a fishing pole, even though I have $98,000 in the bank." That's no good, right? So, yet again, Cosmo has their deceitful test that they want you to do. Cosmo says there's a big difference between possessing the ability to save money and insisting on it. And that's certainly true, right? So, the first thing I think is a good idea, Cosmo says, observe his tipping. See how generous he is. 20%, of course, is the standard for good service. It starts at 15, 20 is the standard for good service. You get a pretty good idea. A cheapskate will tip like 10% for the best service.
Or take a calculator with them.
Oh, excellent. You know what else? You got another going out to dinner example. The go out with friends.
Oh.
And if he does not split the bill right down the middle, because that's just standard. It doesn't matter who ordered the extra Coke.
Mm-hmm.
If he well, you guys had shrimp cocktail, so you need to pay $8 more. Forget it. That's no good. So, you observe the tipping. There are several other ways to check his cash attitude, says Cosmo. Take him gambling. See if he sweats over every dime or if he bets on the long shot like at a horse race. Or when you go to Reno or to Vegas, does he play the $2 tables or the $50 table?
Well, that's no good. Nobody likes to lose $50 a hand. I don't care how much money you got.
I mean, look, see, that to me, that again is Cosmo going to an extreme because the rule of gambling is you only play if you're willing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you don't want to lose $20 or $40 or $120 doesn't mean you're a cheapskate. It might mean you want to buy her something nice.
Well, and you want to play for a little while. Maybe you find it exciting.
Yeah.
You don't really care about how much money you win. You're just there for that whole buzz factor that you used to get from drinking that you don't do anymore. So you go to the $2 table and you can sit there for hours at a time.
Arnie.
And sure, the cocktail girl
Arnie.
comes up to you, but you say you want a Coke or something. No, I'm not Arnie. I'm just here playing, having a little bit of fun.
Arnie, settle down, man.
No doubt.
It's all right, buddy.
The gambling thing is whatever.
Skip it, yeah.
Skip it. But the tipping thing, this is a good example of what happened recently to me. The guy, after a really nice dinner, the guy I was with asked the waiter, he said, go ahead and just write your tip in. What do you think you deserve?
Oh,
No, wait a second. You got to understand this. This was great. The guy didn't want to do it, so he wrote in a large amount. So I thought that was very nice. I just thought it was nice.
The waiter didn't want to do it.
No, of course not.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't like it. You're putting him in an uncomfortable spot.
Well, and the whole clown head can't write.
We do know the quality of dates Tanya gets usually. Now they have another cheapskate test. Cosmo suggests, you guys are in the store together or somewhere, movie theater maybe, ask him if he has any change for a pack of gum. Simple request, right? It's like a 50-cent request. Ask him if he has any change for some gum. If he feels around for coins in his pocket, it means he's a cheapskate.
Really?
If he hands you a $5 bill, it means he's not frivolous, but he's free with his money. Oh, wait, there's more. They say that if he gives you the 5 or even a 1, that once you pay for the gum, you keep the change. Woman, female in the scenario.
Really?
And if he ever asks for the change back, it shows he's a cheapskate.
Okay, first and foremost, if he hands you a 5 or a 1, it could be because he doesn't have change.
Okay?
And if you got 50 cents, give her 50 cents. All she wants is a pack of gum.
Okay? And I go back to the first one of dancing with other guys. If I gave some girl I was barely dating or was just starting to get to know a $5 bill for a pack of gum and she kept the change, I wouldn't ask for it back, and I also would not call her again because that's rude.
I would ask for it back, and she didn't give it to me. I would wrestle the $4.50 out of her.
That is rude. That's putting yourself in a bad situation, ladies. Oh, I'm just going to keep this and see what... Now, you see, if what Cosmo would have said was that you playfully keep it, okay? If the change was given back to her and she went, oh, I'll take that, and she puts it in her... That's okay because it's playful, and of course, you give it back to him at the end of the night.
Now, what's the deal when the woman goes, hey, here's your change? No, you keep it. I have far too much money to waste on this frivolous change.
God.
What are you supposed to do there, Cosmo?
I don't see. This is why I do not like this.
Oh, this is a bad list.
All right, here's your next one. So we figured out if he's jealous or if he's a cheapskate. In very bad ways. Number 3. Figure out if he's scared of commitment. Now, we talked about committophobes last week. Cosmo says to find out if a man is resigned to never surrendering his bachelor status.
Or never surrendering his bachelor status.
You have to do some investigating. So we'll tell you how in just a minute. Yes, Lisa, what's up?
I fully disagree with that because my boyfriend and I, we split everything.
Well, so then you don't need. Well, so you don't care if he's a cheapskate, or is he?
He's not.
Okay.
We split. I mean, it's 50-50.
Which part of the Cosmo test don't you agree with then? The whole setting him up, keeping the change thing?
The whole thing.
Yeah, this whole thing to me sounds like you're just... It sounds to me like Cosmo's trying to get you to behave badly in a way to learn about him.
Exactly.
Yeah. All
And
right,
it's not.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Lisa. We like the perspective. Hi, Nick. Good morning.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, Diggity?
Oh, not much. You know, and this is a magazine all of our women read.
I know.
And, you know, I'm looking at my girlfriend's magazine right here, and I'm thinking about filling out the change of address card.
Attaboy, Nick. Get rid of it. Get that trash out of your house.
All right, phone number is 888-390-9850. So here we are now. The next one is you're trying to figure out if he's afraid to commit. You have a couple ideas here. First of all, Cosmo says expose him to a couple in a serious relationship. You know, arrange a dinner date with two of your friends who are already serious. They're living together. They're married. They have kids, whatever. This will give you the opportunity as the lady to casually observe, says Cosmo, things like, oh, aren't they happy? Oh, isn't it great they're in love? And then gauge his response. If he says something like, yeah, but in 6 months they'll have put on 30 pounds and stopped having sex, Cosmo says it means he has a bad outlook on relationships.
And life.
Yeah, okay. What if he's just being funny, though? See, they don't mention he could just be clowning.
That's true.
I mean, some guys don't really believe that, but they say it maybe for bravado purposes. It's not that they're afraid to commit. They do. You know, guys don't want to show their real sides, especially early on. You might say, yeah, but, you know, he ain't getting any. He's married. Never really believe that. But couldn't you see a guy saying that?
Oh, yeah, I totally could see somebody like, you know, you or me saying that. Oh, they're not having sex anymore.
Another way to get clued into his commitment potential is to go shopping with him and watch what he buys for his house. If he buys things that are very bachelor-driven, like...
PlayStation?
Okay, well, yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin posters.
Okay.
And while he's buying them says, I'm going to staple this up in my living room, it might mean that he's decided he's going to be a bachelor for a long time.
What about longhorn steers? Steer heads?
See, here's my problem with this, though. Arnie, you've resigned yourself to being a bachelor, not because you necessarily want to be, but because you've kind of given up on women.
Yeah.
See, and that would be different. So if a girl tested you and you did this, you would be kind of like self-deprecatingly going, well, I'm never going to have a woman anyways. It's not because you are afraid to commit. It's just you've never found anything worthy of committing to.
Yes.
So I don't like that test either.
Okay.
Hello there, Milt.
Hey, by the time a girl finds out if she likes a guy and she's going to say yeah, then the guy's not going to like her because she's being such a bitch.
I know, see? Cosmo's making you behave terribly. I don't like this. All right, and now the last one. You can figure out if he is trustworthy. Now, I guess... Oh, okay, yeah, this is different than the first one. The first one was jealousy. This one is, will he cheat on you? That's
okay.
It's specifically, will he cheat on you, basically, the test. The way this article is going, I assume, you know, they're going to say, stick your tongue in a random guy's mouth and see what he does. Let's see. The next time, says Cosmo, that you're watching a TV show featuring a character who cheats, so just watch any nighttime soap opera, drop a comment about how guys who cheat are dirtbags. Well, that guy's an ass. If your man... This is so stupid. If your man hems and haws and clears his throat uncomfortably, you have a cheater on your hands.
Really? He might have a cold.
This is such crap. Okay, this is why you dog me for it, but this is why, girls, ladies, you go out there and you do every man you can until you find the right one. That's the only way you're going to get to the bottom of things.
Right.
That's
Tanya.
it right
Well
there.
done, Tanya.
This is the Rob, Arnie, and Dawn Show.